Now, of course, it's opening day. It's also preparing for Wellness Wednesday. As the flowers start to bloom and the sun begins to shine, it's time for spring cleaning, but cleaning can take on a lot of different forms. So this morning we're focusing on mental spring cleaning around how we think about our bodies. Joining us live with McDaniel Nutrition Therapy is Jennifer McDaniel. Welcome back.
Nice to be here.
I'm so thrilled for this segment because what I think is so true is unconsciously, perhaps, we're all being formed to have certain thoughts about our body image.
Yes, I mean, no one is immune, especially women who live in this day and age in this culture, to not occasionally have thoughts about our body image, and usually those aren't always positive.
Right.
Yeah. So I think spring is an awesome time to maybe not only get more active and eat, well, but it's also good to spring clean the body image thoughts.
And what I love is you've actually brought practical tips today to help shift our thoughts. So let's go through this first one. And this one kind of surprised me at first as someone who I have had someday clothes. I'm like, oh yeah, someday. But you're actually saying we need to get rid of those.
I mean, for some people, right?
Yeah.
I think for some people, when they walk into their closets, there might be clothing items that are triggering for them.
Yeah.
That could be the pair of jeans that they love that they used to fit into, that they don't fit into anymore, and they're sort of holding on to those as so-called motivation. But really, every time they see that item, it just sort of reinforces that right now my body as it is isn't good enough. And so when I talk to my clients about wearing clothes, we want to feel comfortable. We don't want to feel constricted, and we want to feel confident and calm.
Yeah.
So let's look at our items in the closet and figure out what makes me feel that way.
Yeah.
And just create a closet with that sort of vibe.
Yeah, well, it's so true because you have those clothes and you're like, oh, I'm gonna fit into this someday. And I mean, I have friends of mine and there'll be conversations like, wait, why am I trying to fit into these college jeans? And you're like, actually, yeah, why am I? So
Totally.
It is. You don't think about that. Okay, and next we're gonna talk to shifting our thought from appearance to function.
Yeah, I mean, with aging, I think what we see in many people is they start to care a little bit more about how their body functions versus what their body looks like. I call that wisdom.
Yeah, I love that.
And we all know, if you've had an injury at some point, maybe you hurt your arm and you couldn't use it, and then eventually you regain that function, you're so grateful, right? Because it's so disruptive to life to have a body that doesn't function.
Right.
So when we get caught up with thoughts around what we look like, if there is some kind of reminder just to be like, what is my body doing for me? And a gratitude for that, I think that really is giving us more contentment and peace in life than getting caught up in the image piece of it.
That's a beautiful way because you really start to see, wow, I'm so blessed and there is so much to be thankful for here. Now this last one is one that I think everyone can hear, needs to be reminded about. We're talking about social media.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably one of the more obvious ones, but we know that the more time we spend on social media, the more time that we see other people's bodies and we get into the comparison trap. And I'll ask my clients, if you spend time on social media, notice how you feel before you hop on. Notice the wave of emotions that come and go while you're on there, and then how you feel when you're off. And if it's not good, then we need to be following more puppies and hiking trails in Missouri than we are following wellness influencers or something that makes us feel like we're not getting it right.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's so important. And what I love now, you can actually tweak your algorithm. So you could say, I want to see less of this. So that's an option for you to really think is this making me feel good? I've had that where I get off, I'm like, wait, why do I feel so plummy right now?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, it takes intention to curate what you want to see in life and where you want your attention to be placed, but I think it's definitely worthwhile doing so.
And it makes a big difference.
Yes.
It really does. Well, Jennifer, as always, thanks for joining us today for this Wellness Wednesday. McDaniel Nutrition Therapy. Jennifer is just a wealth of information. Of course, you can learn more by visiting McDanielNutritionTherapy.com, following them along on social, or checking out kck.com/showme.